Hi Sagittarius, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your careers, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Sagittarians, it's quite a spectacular year for you. Even though we're starting off the year on a quiet note with Mercury, which is retrograde, followed by a couple of eclipses that are there in the month of February and August. We have a Venus that is going retrograde, followed by the gorgeous benefactor Jupiter that is going to be changing signs. And last but not the least, we have the mighty taskmaster, the teacher planet Saturn, that is going to be moving for 3 years. Let me break down the year for you. We begin the year, Sagittarians, with a very quiet note. It's a time of reassessing. This is a time where Mercury is retrograde. It has been retrograde since 20th of December and it carries on being so till about 9th of January. It's a time to look back. It's a time to look back on the journey that you have come so far, your goals, your desires, your aspirations, things that you have accomplished and things maybe that you have learned from. It's a time to re-look at your finances, your relationships. It's a time to reassess, retweak, and re-examine things that have gone by and things wherein that you can bring about changes. We bring about the first eclipse that is there on the 6th of February, and this is happening in a part of your chart that is about expansion of the mind, spirituality, and some amount of travel. And we have a lunar eclipse over here, and it's a time where there is going to be you Sagittarians in any case love traveling. I think you're the gypsy souls of the zodiac. But with this eclipse, there's going to be not just enough travel, but I think there's going to be a hunger for exploring your places, different cultures, ethnicities, people and the lives that they lead. Some of you could also be finishing a project which maybe involves an international market or maybe an international organization that you've been dealing with. Some of you could be traveling to your international offices and working over there. You will be experiencing as the different ways that people work and the different cultures that people have, and it's going to be a very enriching experience for you Sagittarians. In any case, expansion of the mind and travel is something that you closely relate with, so this is almost going to be therapeutic for you. We have the next eclipse, which is a solar eclipse, and it is there in your house of home, and it speaks about new beginnings, Sagittarians, maybe even in addition to the family. A great time to be hosting family, friends, extended family. A lot of you could be walking down the memory lane. You could be speaking with your parents, recounting your childhood. There could be some nurturing stories that could be shared, and there's just a sense of feeling very anchored, very content, very nurtured, secure at your home place. It's a good time to be selling and buying real estate as well. It's a good time to be investing in that. In fact, for those of you who have been thinking of even letting go of assets which have not been doing too well, this would be a good time where you will be able to get a good price for that. March 6th to April 15th, we have Venus that is retrograde, initially in your house of love, romance, children, creativity, and then it moves in your house of home. That's your house which is ruled by Cancer. It's a house of your mother. So in the initial part of it, there are signs that maybe an old lover comes back. Someone from your past with whom you were involved or you were in love with comes back. It suggests healing. It also speaks about closure. Maybe something needs to be put to rest. Maybe something that could have been bothering you, could have been haunting you, or it hasn't got a decent burial. And this is a time where with that person coming back, you will be able to put it to rest gently and for good. Towards the second half of the Venus retrograde, it's not the best of times to be renovating your house during this time. Try not to begin a new project at home specifically. So if you are doing the repairs, if you are sort of redoing something at home, it is fine, but don't start a new sort of a plumbing project or start tearing the house down during this time. We have Mercury retrograde, that is there in your house of love, romance, creativity, and children, and this is between April 9th to May 12th. And this again is speaking about gentleness. It's speaking about revisiting something maybe from your past. A lot of focus is there, Sagittarians, on this year on commitment, and I think for a lot of you, if there have been bad experiences there which have sort of taught you that it's uncomplicated and you don't want to get tied down, and it's best if you sort of stay away and you don't get involved, I think during this entire phase you will be reviewing that philosophy which you have in your mind. And also I think as far as relationships and even children are concerned, as to how it is that you deal better, how it is that you interact more, how it is more that you can be vulnerable with them. So it's a time really not to be fearful and not to sort of worry about being rejected, but it's a time of opening your heart and embracing the love, Sagittarians. We have a lunar eclipse again, which is there on the 7th of August, and this is happening in your house of learning, travel and communication. And with the lunar eclipse, it is speaking about not just more knowledge, but an opportunity to maybe add a skill set. Maybe for some of you, you have finished a course. Maybe some of you have now decided that you need to be going forward and you need to be going to be university, or you need to be learning more, or you need to be even at your workplace. Maybe there is some part of technology that you have not grasped as yet, and you think it would be wonderful to add to your portfolio. So and your mind is going to be in a place where you're going to be very you're going to be almost restless. There's going to be a lot of multiple things that you could be dealing with. So there's going to be a sense of wanting to having your perspective across. There's going to be the sense of wanting to learn more, understand more. So try, and because there is because this is a lunar eclipse, it is just signifying a sense of realization that maybe you need to be articulating more better, maybe you need to be communicating more effective, maybe the communication needs to be more clearer than it has been. We have Mercury that goes retrograde again in your house of higher mind, spirituality and philosophy. And with Mercury retrograde over here, a lot of you could be looking at your conditioning, you could be looking at your maybe the belief system with which you grew up with, and some of these things, as unconsciously we don't realize, they can be quite self-sabotaging. That if you've been told as a child that you can't do a certain thing, or you will never achieve success, or you will never be good enough, then this is a time where it is a good time to review them and look at them as to how far are they true. I mean, is it really true that if you really work hard that you will not be able to achieve success? So because things are slowed down around this time, I think it's a good time to be wherein a lot of you will be in fact exploring these self-sabotaging, whether they are value system or life philosophies or conditioning that you grew up with. And it's also time, Sagittarians, to be sort of gently letting them, put them on a side and move ahead with a lot of faith in you. On August 21st, we have a solar eclipse, and this is there again in your house of higher mind, philosophy and spirituality. And this is asking you to begin. So new beginnings, new opportunities. This is something which it's interesting because this comes right after the Mercury retrograde, wherein that you're reviewing and you've reflected and you've thought about it, you've examined it, and now you're being given new opportunities where you can actually apply, you can implement these newfound faith in yourself. So this entire solar eclipse is about, it's encouraging you to have confidence, it's encouraging you to have belief in your own visions, belief in yourself, into the life path that you have chosen. It's a time, Sagittarians, when you won't really have to look very hard for opportunities. They would literally be around you. They would be just of course have to pay a little bit of attention. You just have to be stay a little alert. but the opportunities would be there around you which would sort of support you, which would boost you and have you make you have this renewed faith in yourself. On 11th of October, we have the gorgeous giver, the expansive Jupiter that has been there in your house of groups of friends and people with whom you share similar goals and lives, moves in a very quiet part of your chart which has to do with spirituality, it has to do with service, and it is the house of compassion. And Jupiter over here in this house is going to be bringing all these things on the surface. I think a lot of you are going to be getting associated with charities, with NGOs. So if till now you have just sat and you felt bad about things and you've just said, okay, but I have enough on my plate, this is the time where a lot of you are going to get actively involved. And it necessarily doesn't mean that it has to be a charity. It can be that you may just volunteer your time and you may just go and maybe teach in a college. You do something which is for the larger good, which benefits others more. And your sense of compassion is going to be quite high during this entire year, because Jupiter is there till about October 2018. And Jupiter is going to be focusing or highlighting your spirituality a lot as well. So there is going to be an immense focus, a realization that you need to be centering yourself more. And I think for a lot of you, there's going to be this sense of wanting to align your spirit and your mind. So even if you are intellectually really awakened, I think this is a time where you're really going to be opening up yourself from inside. And it's another thing that when you're aware theoretically about to be good, to be compassionate, to be spiritual, it's another thing when you really open up your heart and you accept others and you accept people and you're willing to give and you're willing to receive. And that's the place where this entire year Jupiter is going to be trying to get you to be there. From 3rd December till 22nd December, we have Mercury, which is retrograde in your own house. So it's quite a lovely time, because it's at quite a time with Jupiter moving over there in October, and the retrograde happening, because a lot of self-evaluation will be happening. What is it that you really want out of life? Spiritually, what is it that you connect with? What is it that really moves you? What are the kind of people that you want to hang around with? What is the perception that you want people to have of you? How it is that you look at yourself? And all this re-evaluating about yourself is going to be going on during this Mercury retrograde. We are ending the year with the mighty Saturn, the taskmaster, the teacher planet, that is moving finally from your first house, and it's going to your house again of the quieter place, the spirituality, compassion, service. It's also the house of secrets. So give yourself a big pat on the back, Sagittarians. You've had Saturn for almost close to 3 years in your own house, and I think the good thing is it has done all the sifting for you. It has, these last 3 years, it has literally separated the wheat from the chaff. It has forced you to look at the people you want to be associated with or be surrounded with. What is it that your life journey is? Where it is that you see yourself going? Who it is that you want to be? What is the kind of work that you want to do? What is it that, what are your dreams, your desires, your aspirations, your soul goal? I think very few of us have a soul goal, wherein that we of course keep thinking materially that I would want to be in a certain place, but inner work is something that a lot of us shy away from. And Saturn has done that for you for close to 3 years, and now you're moving into the house of compassion, you're moving in the house of service, you're moving in the house of, even this has to do with a lot of research work. So a lot of you could be involved in a lot of research work, because this house also rules investigations, forensic. So you could be involved in hospitals, prisons. So you could be helping those industries. You could be doing a lot of research work. You could be learning something. It's also a time where you find during the Saturn phase that you're working a lot on your own, or rather you would prefer that solitude, that After Saturn does its work on us, I think we become quite happy with ourselves. We start liking ourselves more. So with this time of this quiet time is something which you will quite enjoy, and it's a great time to be creating something, sowing the seeds for something which is far more bigger. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Sagittarians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.